Minister of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Ministry of Economic Development, Transport and Trade, it is my distinct pleasure to warmly welcome you to the Maldives Sri Lanka Business Forum, the 10th edition in our Global Business Forum series. Today, we come together not only to strengthen trade and investment ties, but also to build on the long-standing friendship between the Maldives and Sri Lanka. Our two nations are connected by more than geography across the Indian Ocean. We are linked by shared history, cultural ties, and a common ambition for prosperity, stability, and regional cooperation. This forum brings together leaders from government and industry to exchange ideas, strengthen partnerships, and explore new opportunities for collaboration across key sectors. To formally commence today's proceedings, it is my honor to invite His Excellency Mohammed Saeed, Minister of Economic Development, Transport and Trade of the Republic of Maldives, to deliver the welcome remarks. Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, President Dr. Mohammed Muiz, Your Excellency, Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amar Surya, Honorable Cabinet colleagues, esteemed business leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a great honor and privilege to welcome you to the Maldives Sri Lanka Business Forum here in Colombo. This gathering marks an important milestone. The 10th International Business Forum in the global series launched under President Dr. Mohammed Muiz, and from the very beginning, his leadership has been defined by clarity of purpose, a discipline focused on realistic goals, measurable outcomes, and a governance model rooted in delivery, accountability, and results. That commitment has been especially critical as the Maldives confronted a challenging economic landscape. The administration's priorities have been clear, though not simple. Restoring fiscal discipline, responsibly managing inherited debt, and maintaining stability in the cost of living. All of this has been pursued amid global uncertainty, rising inflation, disrupted supply chains, and tightening fiscal conditions. Yet, despite these pressures, the past 2 years have demonstrated resilience and foresight. Through prudent fiscal management and timely decision-making, President Muiz's administration has strengthened macroeconomic confidence. This has enabled landmark infrastructure achievements, including the opening of Velana International Airport's new terminal and the inauguration of Hanimadu International Airport's terminal. Today, the Maldives is served by 22 domestic and 4 international airports, an extraordinary accomplishment for a nation of our size. These achievements are part of a broader, coherent vision. President Muiz's administration is transforming the Maldives economy into one that is diversified and future-ready. A key pillar of this effort is addressing housing through large-scale land reclamation and urban development, an undertaking unprecedented in both speed and scale in the nation's history. At the same time, the administration is strengthening economic foundations. The activation of the free trade agreement with China, the operationalization of special economic zones, and the launch of a sustainable township project valued at nearly $1 billion all reflect a clear and a coordinated strategy. These are not isolated initiatives. They are building blocks of a more resilient, dynamic, and forward-looking economy. Building on this momentum, President Muiz's administration is accelerating diversification beyond tourism. Strategic focus is being placed on logistics, digital services, renewable energy, fisheries value chains, and fiscal services, and financial services. The ambition is clear: to position the Maldives not only as a world-class tourism destination, but also as a strategic hub in the Indian Ocean, connecting trade, capital, and innovation. It is within this context that I speak directly to Sri Lankan business community. The presence of Sri Lankan enterprises in the Maldives is already strong, spanning finance, tourism, transport, manufacturing, and aquaculture. This reflects more than commercial interest. It reflects trust, proximity, and a shared understanding. But there is far greater potential ahead. As small island economies, both countries share common realities: limited domestic markets, vulnerability to external shocks, and the urgent need of resilience through diversification and innovation. These shared challenges, however, also create shared opportunities. Consider the trade relationship. The Maldives currently runs a trade deficit with Sri Lanka of over $166 million. While this reflects the strong presence of Sri Lankan goods in the Maldivian market, it also signals an opportunity to deepen and rebalance the partnership through greater two-way trade, targeted investments, and high-impact joint ventures. Ladies and gentlemen, according to widely published global economic and industry reports, three defining trends consistently emerge as shaping the future of economies like ours. First, the reconfiguration of global supply chains. As businesses seek reliability, resilience, and regional proximity, there is a clear opportunity for Sri Lanka and the Maldives to collaborate. By building integrated regional value chain, particularly in fisheries processing, light manufacturing, and logistics, both countries can strengthen their position within the global economy. Second, digital transformation. From fintech to e-commerce and smart logistics, technology is fundamentally reshaping how economies operate. President Muiz's administration is investing in digital infrastructure and services and welcome Sri Lankan technology firms and innovators as partners in building a digitally enabled island economy. Third, sustainable and climate resilience. As frontline nations to climate change, both countries are uniquely positioned not only to adapt, but to lead. There is significant potential for collaboration in renewable energy, sustainable tourism, waste management, and blue economy initiatives. areas that can also unlock access to green finance and global partnerships. Ladies and gentlemen, this forum is not about dialogue. It is about action. It is about identifying bankable opportunities, forging strategic partnerships, and unlocking new flows of trade and investment. The objective is to build on existing partnerships and deepen collaboration through co-creation and co-investment. To support this, President Mui's administration is strengthening regulatory frameworks, improving the ease of doing business, and ensuring policy consistency and investor protection. The message is clear. Maldives is open, ambitious, and ready to partner. Now is the time to act. Let's build on our strong foundations, guided by the vision of our leaders and driven by the dynamism of our private sector. Together, Sri Lanka and the Maldives can create a partnership that is not only economically rewarding, but also resilient, innovative, and sustainable for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now have the privilege of hearing from Her Excellency Dr. Harini Amarasuriya, Prime Minister of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Excellency Dr. Mohammad Muizzu, President of the Republic of the Maldives, Excellency Adam, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, Excellency Mohammed Saeed, Minister of Economic Development, Transport and Trade of the Republic of Maldives, Excellency Ahmed Shiam, Minister of Fisheries, Agriculture and Ocean Resources of the Republic of Maldives, our own Minister Krishanta Abesena and Sunil Gamage, Excellency Masood Imad, High Commissioner of the Republic of Maldives, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by thanking His Excellency the President of the Maldives for the invitation extended to me to attend this forum. I would also like to thank the Ministry of Economic Development, Transport and Trade of the Republic of Maldives and the High Commission of Maldives in Colombo for organizing this forum, which would pave the way to further enhancing the strong bilateral ties and economic cooperation between our two nations. The presence of many dignitaries, senior officials, and business leaders of both Maldives and Sri Lanka shows that our relationship has always been anchored on the foundation of respect, goodwill, and friendship. Excellencies, the Maldives and Sri Lanka have always been steadfast friends. We enjoy a long-standing relationship shaped by our shared culture, strengthened by trust, and our Indian Ocean heritage. Economic growth, climate resilience, and sustainable development are some areas that we have worked closely as partners in regional and multinational fora, promoting issues of mutual interest and concerns. I take this opportunity to emphasize that Sri Lanka today stands at a pivotal moment in its economic journey. As you know, we have faced several challenges during recent times, including global uncertainties and tensions, shifting trade conditions, and the impact of severe weather towards the end of 2025. Sri Lanka remained resilient through fiscal discipline, structural reforms, strengthened governance, and strong international support. We are steadily building a much stronger and more stable economic footing with a clear and promising path ahead. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Maldives is one of our closest and long-standing trade partners in the region. As we were discussing last night, our relationship goes back many hundreds of years. Allow me to highlight a few promising areas, among many others, as you consider deepening your economic engagement with Sri Lanka. Tourism, of course, is a key industry benefiting both Sri Lankan and Maldivian economies. Several Sri Lankan companies have also invested in the success of Maldives' world-renowned tourist attractions. We have a valuable opportunity to collaborate further in the tourism industry. With Sri Lanka's diverse offerings, increasing tourist arrivals, and a renewed focus on sustainable and high-end tourism, there is a real value for Maldivian investors in expanding operations, creating joint ventures, or establishing a presence across complementary tourism sectors, including in medical tourism. Sri Lanka's tourism industry is rebounding and recorded its highest ever number of tourist arrivals within a year in 2025, and this was despite Ditwa hitting us at the peak of our tourist season. We are optimistic that these numbers will significantly increase in the coming years. We are hopeful, despite the global tensions, that the growth that we showed in 2025 will continue in this year as well. Going by figures and statistics, I feel that the trade turnover of US dollars 137 million in 2025 between our two nations remains far below its potential, and there is real opportunity to significantly expand our trade relationship. This is especially so in the areas of food and fisheries processing. As was mentioned, the blue economy. There are so many other areas of joint initiatives, renewable energy, all of these, and I think there is clearly significant scope for mutually beneficial cooperation. As island nations, we can synergize the resource-rich territorial waters to create meaningful partnerships which will enhance resilience and long-term productivity in the sector. There is also potential to develop joint ventures in sustainable aquaculture, mariculture, marine farming through the exchange of industry knowledge, technical capabilities, and expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka's human capital remains our most valuable asset. The Maldives has long been a valued destination for Sri Lankan professionals, with over 20,000 currently contributing to its workforce, particularly in the tourism and hospitality sector. We appreciate the assistance and welcome given to Sri Lankan expatriates, which contributes to the enduring friendship between our two countries. Being the Minister in charge of education in Sri Lanka, I am proud that our skilled IT personnel capture the core competencies of emerging technologies. Sri Lanka has an ambitious roadmap for digital transformation, and we aim for a US $15 billion digital economy by 2030. I believe our talent pool, combined with our rapidly expanding digital economy, positions Sri Lanka as a strong partner for Maldives' digital transformation. The Colombo Port City, as you would already know, is a transformative investment opportunity and one of South Asia's most ambitious developments. This modern financial and business district serves as a hub for finance, logistics, healthcare, education, digital innovation, and hospitality in the heart of Colombo. Excellent opportunities exist for Maldivian investors to secure a presence in this exciting development. Ladies and gentlemen, the business communities of our two countries play a critical role in our multifaceted and vibrant economic partnership. It is through your vision, innovation, and collaboration that we can transform our historical, cultural, and political ties into stronger trade, greater investment flows, and shared prosperity for both our peoples. In this context, I would like to thank the Sri Lanka Maldives Business Council, operating under the aegis of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, for its continuing efforts in strengthening business ties between our two countries through a wide range of initiatives such as trade exhibitions, business delegations, and our engagements. I would like to appeal to our Maldivian friends to look upon Sri Lanka as a source through which you can expand your horizons. We are very close. We have many shared interests, and I think there's a lot that we can do which will mutually benefit both our countries. Excellencies, Maldives is not just our neighbor, but one of Sri Lanka's closest friends and long-standing partners. We have consistently extended goodwill and support to one another over the years. In this context, I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Maldivian government, business community, and the people of the Maldives for standing with Sri Lanka in the aftermath of Cyclone Ditwa, with your donations amounting up to $3 million. This reflects the solidarity and the depth of friendship that goes beyond simply a traditional cooperation. In closing, I would like to extend an invitation to Maldivian businesses to intensify your engagement with Sri Lanka in trade, business, and investment, contributing towards productive, mutually beneficial, and long-standing trusted friendship between Maldives and Sri Lanka. I wish you a productive and successful outcome from today's deliberations. Wish you all the very best and hope that you enjoy your hospitality during your stay in our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor and privilege to invite His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Muiz, President of the Republic of Maldives, to deliver the keynote address. Your Excellency.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya, Ministers, distinguished delegates, esteemed business leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. At the outset, allow me to extend a very warm welcome and my heartfelt gratitude to Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Harini Amarasuriya for gracing us with your presence at this forum today. Thank you, Madam Prime Minister. I'm pleased to be here in vibrant Colombo, in my first state visit to Sri Lanka. And it is a privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the Maldives Sri Lanka Business Forum, the very first here in nearly 9 years. I thank you all for your kind participation, which certainly symbolizes the enduring friendship and robust partnership between our two countries. As we reflect on 60 years of formal diplomatic relations between the Maldives and Sri Lanka, we do so with pride in our long-lasting friendship and with an unwavering commitment to chart a new chapter. It is one defined with economic cooperation, innovation, and strategic partnership. Today, The Maldives is at a pivotal moment in its development journey. We are a nation on the rise, building from a foundation of resilience and looking boldly towards a future of development and prosperity. Through our National Development Blueprint, Vision 2040, we are steering the country towards becoming a fully developed, inclusive, and sustainable nation. This vision is not a distant dream. It is a strategic commitment that drives every policy decision that we make. It is rooted in the belief that development must be people-centric, technology-enabled, and environmentally responsible. And above all, it recognizes the indispensable role of the private sector in shaping our economic destiny. Distinguished delegates, I have placed private sector-led growth at the very heart of our national agenda. My administration is advancing a decisive and ambitious reform program to facilitate business, incentivize investments, and empower entrepreneurs. We have introduced a modernized foreign investment law, replacing the 40-year-old regime, and revised the foreign investment entry requirements to bring clarity, predictability, and transparency to foreign investors. These reforms recognize the delicate balance we must uphold, safeguarding sectors where local enterprise has matured and must be protected, while opening doors to foreign capital, expertise, and technology in areas essential for our national development. At the same time, the amendments to the Special Economic Zone Act, including the recognition of large-scale investments under sustainable townships, reflect our readiness to elevate the Maldives to its next phase of growth. This is a transformative step designed to take our world-renowned tourism sector into a new era, one that is bigger, bolder, and brighter. From simplifying regulatory frameworks to strengthening our institutions, we are shaping an economy that is open, dynamic, and globally competitive. An economy where investors find confidence and where innovation thrives. And these reforms are already delivering results. The announcement by Google last year of the Diwaru investment, the first of its kind in our nation's history, is a clear demonstration of the confidence that global companies now place in the Maldives. This partnership marks a turning point. It positions the Maldives as a rising digital hub in the Indian Ocean, enhances our connectivity, and signals to international investors that the Maldives is not only open for business, but actively shaping the future of technology-driven growth. It is an example of what can be achieved when clear policy direction, investor confidence, and national ambition align. It is with these early results that I say with confidence that the Maldives is open, ready, and determined to build meaningful partnerships that shape our shared future. This transformation that we seek is not inward-looking. We look to our neighbors and global partners gathered here today to join us in creating a more resilient, connected, and prosperous Indian Ocean region. Sri Lanka's proximity, capacity, and long-standing familiarity with the Maldivian market positions the country as a central partner in this journey. Sri Lanka businesses already play an essential role in our tourism, construction, and services sector. And to the many international companies operating out of Sri Lanka, your presence here uniquely positions you to explore promising and lucrative opportunities in the Maldives. My invitation, therefore, extends to everyone to collaborate with us on infrastructure development, to partner with us in advancing sustainable tourism models, and to join us in expanding cooperation in sectors such as digital innovation and food security. We welcome investments that contribute to our progress, not only as capital, but as knowledge, experience, and long-standing partnerships. Equally, we hope to see greater openness for Maldivian enterprises in Sri Lanka. Two-way investment flows are essential for a balanced and durable economic relationship. Maldivian businesses are increasingly seeking opportunities abroad, and Sri Lanka remains a natural and strategic destination for their expansion. Ladies and gentlemen, as we look ahead, it is clear that our cooperation must also reflect the evolving realities of our region. The Indian Ocean is our shared lifeline for our economies, our people, and our future. Its stability, sustainability, and resilience are fundamental to the prosperity of both our nations. For the Maldives, as a small island developing state, these issues are not abstract. They shape our policy priorities, our infrastructure needs, and our long-term planning. And while our vulnerabilities may differ, both Sri Lanka and Maldives have common interests in safeguarding our ocean, strengthening our infrastructure, and building a region that can withstand the challenges of the coming decades. This is why I believe partnerships such as ours must go beyond traditional trade and investment. They must embrace resilience, environmental, economic, and infrastructural. They must drive innovation in the way we design cities, ports, energy systems, and tourism for a changing world. And they must be anchored in shared responsibility and shared leadership across our region. In this effort, I see Sri Lanka not just as a neighbor, but as an indispensable partner, a country whose expertise, talent, and capacity can help shape a stronger and more sustainable future for the Maldives and for the wider Indian Ocean community. This forum is a place where these possibilities take form, where ideas take shape and find like-minded partnerships, and where such partnerships lead to progress. Let us leave this forum with renewed commitment to build together, to innovate together, and to grow together. And let us reaffirm that through collaboration and shared purpose, we can create a future in which both our nations rise stronger, more resilient, and more prosperous. I thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Harini Amarasuriya, will now take her leave. Honorable Prime Minister, it has been a privilege to host you this afternoon, and we sincerely appreciate your presence and engagement. Distinguished guests, we will now turn to a short video presentation that highlights the strong relationship between the Maldives and Sri Lanka, as well as the broader journey of investing in the Maldives. This will be followed by a series of sector-focused presentations showcasing opportunities across key industries. The series of presentations will be led by Ms. Aishat Samaha from Invest Maldives to present an overview of the Maldives investment climate and the ongoing reforms creating new opportunities across priority sectors, including tourism, fisheries, and agriculture. Let us now turn our attentions to the screen.
Long before formal diplomatic ties were established, the Maldives and Sri Lanka had already forged a lasting partnership. For centuries, the two island nations have shared cultural familiarity, linguistic roots, and a natural closeness shaped by geography and history. These connections have grown into deep and enduring people-to-people relations. Sri Lanka has over generations become a second home for many Maldivians, a place where families have built their lives, children have pursued their education, and communities have found support and friendship. Through times of both progress and challenge, this relationship has remained constant, defined by trust, solidarity, and an instinct to stand by one another. On this foundation, a dynamic economic partnership has taken shape. Sri Lankan enterprises have been integral to key sectors in the Maldives, including construction, education, professional services, and logistics and connectivity, while Maldivian travelers and investors continue to contribute to Sri Lanka's vibrant economy. As both countries reflect on 60 years of diplomatic relations, this moment reflects shared history and shared opportunity. The Maldives is entering a transformational phase, guided by President Dr. Mohamed Muissu's Vision 2040 and the Maldives 2.0 initiative, a national drive to accelerate digital transformation, foster innovation, and build a future-ready economy.
By 2040, I wish to see the Maldives as a full-fledged developed nation. A nation that commands respect, is relevant, and one that embodies resilience. A society that is inclusive and just. A country that exemplifies sustainability and democratic governance.
This vision builds on strong foundations, a world-leading tourism destination, supported by the world's largest seaplane operation, 3 international airports, and an expanding regional network. Digital infrastructure is advancing in parallel, with 4 operational submarine cables. This is further reinforced by Google's recent investment in the Maldives' digital connectivity ecosystem, strengthening confidence in the country's emergence as a hub for investment and innovation. Tradian, the national single window for trade, is further enhancing the ease of doing business. To realize Vision 2040, private sector participation and foreign investment are central to national development. A modern foreign investment law strengthens investor security and streamlines approvals. Updated provisions of the Special Economic Zones Law now enable large-scale sustainable township developments to qualify under the regime. Forward-looking initiatives such as the Maldives Pearl Residence, a residency by investment program, are designed to attract global investors and long-term stakeholders. The establishment of the Maldives Intellectual Property Office further ensures that brands, technologies, and creative assets are protected in line with international standards. Together, these reforms position the Maldives as a secure, competitive, and forward-looking investment destination. Opportunities span across tourism and energy, as well as commercial agriculture, value addition, and processing. These are further supported by expanding trade and investment frameworks, including the Free Trade Agreement with China, ongoing negotiations with India, and the investment treaty with the United Arab Emirates. The Maldives offers a compelling platform for growth and partnership. The sunny side of life, where potential meets promise.
Guided by a strong vision and backed by clear commitment to deliver, the Maldives is open for business. Under the leadership of His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu, Vision 2040 is driving the next phase of transformation. We are moving beyond our traditional strengths to build a more resilient, diverse, and a future-ready economy. Delivering this transformation requires scale, and scale comes from private capital. We recognize that attracting this capital is more than opportunity. It requires the right environment, an environment where investors feel welcome, secure, and where doing business is simple. Our priority is to create that, an ecosystem where investors can participate with clarity, confidence, and long-term certainty. The core of this effort is a modernized investment framework. The new Foreign Investment Act introduces clarity, predictability, and legal certainty. It enables us to operationalize bilateral and international investment agreements, extending investors' protection beyond the domestic regulation. Alongside this, reforms to our intellectual property regime and the reactivation of the special economic zones has further strengthened the overall investment landscape. These changes are already delivering results. From a $700 million integrated development, a 100-megawatt floating solar project, to Google's investment in submarine cable and landing infrastructure. Together, they signal growing investor confidence. Beyond strengthening our legal and regulatory framework, the Maldives also maintain a highly liberal investment framework. A wide range of sectors are fully open for foreign participation, with 100% foreign ownership permitted across key priority sectors. These include tourism, renewable energy, ICT, telecommunications, financial services, and commercial agriculture, among others. This reflects a clear policy direction where foreign investment is recognized as central to national development and economic transformation. Today, the foreign investment approval process is streamlined into 3 clear steps, from foreign investment approval to business registration and licensing through to operational setup. Much of this is now digitalized, with Invest Maldives providing a single window platform to support faster and more seamless market entry. For projects requiring a greater scale, we offer an additional platform through our Special Economic Zones framework. Special Economic Zones are a critical driver to our diversification strategy. It provides a structured platform to channel large-scale private capital into priority sectors. Through this framework, we are unlocking scale, accelerating execution, and aligning investments with national priorities. Investments of $100 million and above in strategic sectors qualify under this framework. These include energy, ICT, financial services, food security, and other critical infrastructure. These are the sectors that will position Maldives as a more competitive and connected economy in the region. To support this, we offer competitive and investor-focused incentive regime. These include duty exemptions for project development, attractive tax structures, and streamlined processes that enhance speed and efficiency. The objective is simple: enable investments to move efficiently from concept to execution. A key evolution within this framework is the introduction of the Sustainable Township Investment Criteria. These are large-scale investments starting from $500 million, combining tourism and real estate with clear national priorities, including investments in advanced healthcare or education, food security, and renewable energy integration. They are supported by targeted incentives, including a highly competitive property transfer tax regime ranging from 1 to 4%. The first project of its kind, Project Isla, is already underway, with reclamation work completed and operations targeted for 2028. Project Isla marks a decisive step forward in aligning investments with clear national development priorities. Complementing the Sustainable Township is the Maldives Pearl Residence Program, a residency by investment initiative in partnership with Henley and Partners. This further strengthens our ability to attract global capital. Backed by a dedicated legal framework set to become law soon, the program provides a structure to attract global capital. This provides a structured pathway for high net worth individuals to invest in key priority sectors, and importantly, it brings in long-term capital, talent and global networks into the Maldivian economy. All of this comes together in Ras Maleh, the flagship development of His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu. Spanning over 1,000 hectares, it is being developed as a fully integrated, climate resilient and smart city. This project will deliver over 65,000 housing units alongside dedicated zones for commerce, industry and tourism. Significant progress has already been made, with more than 50% of the land reclamation completed. The government will be opening opportunities across multiple components, from master developers to real estate investors to concessions in utilities and services. Alongside Ras Maleh, we are also investing in strategic infrastructure that strengthen trade, connectivity, and long-term economic competitiveness. One such project is the Tilafushi Port Development, our future central maritime gateway. It features a modern international and domestic port facility, warehousing and storage, and a dedicated terminal building. Together, these upgrades will strengthen cargo handling capacity, improve efficiency, and modernize the Maldives logistic network. Targeted to become online by 2027, the port will play an important role in strengthening connectivity and supporting the long-term economic growth. These projects are simply not about infrastructure development. It reflects a broader national approach where development becomes a platform for economic transformation. As we move forward, the focus is on enabling new growth sectors, from renewable energy and financial services to food security, maritime logistics, and the creative economy. This is how we build a resilient and multi-sector economy. At the same time, our foundation remains strong. Tourism continues to anchor our economy, but the opportunity is evolving. More diversified, more integrated, and increasingly investment-driven. To take you through these opportunities in detail, I invite my colleague from the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Shinan, on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Sama, for that powerful presentation showcasing the diverse investment opportunities and the vision of the Maldives. As you just saw, the Maldives is more than just a breathtaking destination. It's a nation embracing innovation, sustainability, and partnership at its core. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to be here today with His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu to provide some insights into the exciting investment opportunities available in the Maldives. Today, allow me to take you on a journey through the future of the Maldives tourism and share you some of the investment opportunities waiting for you in the world's leading destination for 6 consecutive years. My name is Ali Shinan. I'm the Director General at the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, Maldives. To start off, let's take a quick look at our current hospitality landscape. As we can see from this slide, our diverse hospitality portfolio currently features over 68,000 tourist beds spread across tourist resorts, hotels, guest houses, and liveaboard. The industry is experiencing a rapid annual growth rate of approximately 10%, with investors typically seeing a return on investment within 7 to 10 years. As this number shows, our growth is steady and strong. Although we see a slight decrease in arrivals due to the Middle East crisis, we remain optimistic to welcome 2.5 million arrival target this year, continuing the strong positive momentum that we have built. Here you can see some of the notable international brands operating in the Maldives, from Four Seasons to Ritz-Carlton and One and Only, and prominent Sri Lankan brands such as Adaran and even Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. All these brands continue to elevate our position as a leading premium destination. We are also pleased to welcome a new wave of distinguished brands into the Maldives, including Bulgari, Baccarat, Corinthia, Mandarin Oriental, to name a few. Their entry underscores the strength of our investment climate and the growing confidence of globally recognized luxury operators into the Maldivian market. As highlighted, the growth in demand is supported by our robust and growing infrastructure as well. Our strategic location places us at a unique crossroad, connecting with over 24 major cities within a 4 to 6 hour flight. Our national flag carrier, the Maldivian, also plays a key role in keeping our country connected, flying to various destinations across the region. All thanks to our open aviation policy, we enjoy excellent global connection, and currently we operate 20 domestic airports, of which 5 are international gateways, including our main hub, Welana International Airport. A significant step forward for the Maldives is the expansion of the Welana International Airport. The new passenger terminal, inaugurated last year, is a huge achievement and has significantly increased our capacity to welcome more guests, being able to handle up to 7.5 million passengers annually. This upscale facility offers world-class services and is a vital upgrade for our continued growth as a top global destination. So how can you be part of this journey? Maldives offers a very welcoming investment climate with 100% foreign ownership, a unique advantage in our region. We offer clear and flexible ways to invest through 3 leasing models. The first is open tender, where islands are available for a specific period of time, inviting proposals for broader participation. The second is closed bidding, where interested investors submit detailed proposals which are assessed in accordance with the regulations. The last is cross-subsidy model. This is a very unique model that allows investors to acquire leases of high-value islands and even lagoons for tourism development in exchange for financing or developing strategic government projects. Under these 3 leasing models, you can either develop luxury tourist resorts, hotels, and even large-scale integrated tourism projects with the opportunity to invest in private islands and tourism real estate. Looking into the visitor economy, we are thoughtfully expanding beyond our traditional tourism offerings as well. We are exploring promising areas like eco-tourism, medical tourism, cultural tourism, and sports tourism as well. And as we recognize the global trend and demand, a significant focus is also placed on halal tourism. These mentioned areas are well integrated within our cross-subsidy model, creating meaningful opportunities for both investors and our local communities. So why invest in the Maldives? Investing in Maldives truly comes with compelling advantages. We are a stable democracy with a strong investor-friendly legal framework, something that gives our partners a strong sense of confidence. On top of that, investors enjoy major benefits like tax incentives and development concessions, as well as duty exemptions, which significantly reduces the overall project costs. We also offer a grace period of 36 to 48 months for construction, and for long-term security, we provide the option of extending your leases up to 99 years, giving you the flexibility and the confidence to plan for the future. Finally, let's look at the lucrative opportunities available right now. As this slide shows, we have launched 29 projects for tourism investment across the Maldives. You can scan the QR code on the screen to access the full details of these projects. And for your convenience, we have placed a postcard on your desk with the same QR code for future reference. These projects, along with our attractive leasing periods and the models, it's your chance to be part of the Maldives' next chapter and shape world-class experiences with us. And to further support and encourage your investments, His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muiz recently introduced special incentives that are specifically designed to promote development in the northern and the southern regions of the Maldives. These regions hold enormous potential, and we want to further incentivize investments in these areas. These newly introduced concessions now allow investors to benefit from additional duty exemptions, defer their lease rents, or even get waiver eligibility for early openings. Additionally, the acquisition rates have now been capped at a lower rate with flexible acquisition payment options, making the Maldives one of the most attractive and investor-friendly destinations in the region. So before I wrap up, I would like to say that Maldives, sustainability isn't just something we talk about, but it's part of who we are. From the way we choose and develop our islands to how we run our day-to-day operations, we make sure that everything we do protects our natural environment. Our fisheries industry is also known globally and recognized for its sustainable methods of fishing, something that shows how deeply we care about protecting our resources for the future. Sustainability being the core of everything we do, we warmly welcome and invite you all to join us in investing in the sustainable future of the Maldives tourism. And to provide further insights into the opportunities of fisheries and agriculture, I hand over to Ms. Aisha Traukas from the Ministry of Fisheries, Agriculture and Ocean Resources to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shinan. Indeed, tourism is the main driving force of our economy. But beyond tourism, fisheries and agriculture are important to building a resilient economy. I am Aisha Traukas. Good afternoon. Ensuring food security for the Maldives through the development of both fisheries and agriculture is a key policy priority of His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Muiz. To achieve this objective, the government is focused on expanding value addition, scaling up mariculture and agricultural output. Before turning to specific investment opportunities, allow me to provide an overview of the potential for fisheries and mariculture investments in the Maldives. Fishing is the lifeblood of the Maldivian economy. We are the global leaders in sustainable fisheries, actively promoting innovation while ensuring the long-term sustainability. Annual tuna catch is approximately 135,000 metric tons, with current domestic value addition at around 36,000 metric tons per year. Historically, a significant share of our tuna has been exported as raw materials for processing abroad. However, our strategic direction is clear. We are focused on reducing raw exports and significantly expanding domestic value addition. To support this shift, we are scaling up our processing capacity. Our national target is to increase tuna processing capacity from 100 to 300 metric tons per day. These investments not only increase value addition, but also increase our export earnings and create more employment opportunities. Key projects driving this transformation include expanding flavor canning capacity to 100 metric tons per day, new fishing processing facilities in Fiori and Nilandu with a combined processing capacity of 150 tons. Another 50 metric ton processing facility is planned for Addo City. Mariculture in the Maldives is an early stage of development, presenting potential and compelling opportunities for investment and commercial growth. First commercial seaweed cultivation in Maldives, demonstrating feasibility and scalability. To attract investments for future mariculture, the Cabinet has approved highly competitive incentives: no acquisition fee, 3-year grace period, full duty exemption, the lowest land and lagoon lease rates in the Maldives. These incentives apply to all designated mariculture sites. The government is open to designating sites proposed by investors as mariculture sites under the same framework. Beyond these major value addition and scaling mariculture projects, there are several emerging opportunities requiring foreign investment in fisheries diversification plan of His Excellency President Dr. Muhammad Moise. These include sports fishing and marina development, decarbonization of fisheries sector, cold chain and logistics infrastructure development. While fisheries are vital, achieving national food security also requires strengthening agriculture. We have more than 700 uninhabited islands. Although our islands are small, many are fertile and highly suitable for tropical crop cultivation. We are currently developing several agriculture projects, increasing domestic agriculture and poultry production, reducing import dependency, supporting sustainable island-based livelihoods. The Maldives has more than 200 resorts and approximately 2.2 million tourists each year, creating high demand for locally grown fruits and vegetables. We import a large volume of poultry and meat production, presenting clear opportunities for increased local production. Fish meal and locally grown crops are available for poultry feed, supporting the expansion of domestic poultry farming. To promote the development of agriculture and poultry, the government has introduced concessional terms for investors. Agricultural islands are available on 50-year lease terms, concessional lease rates and grace periods are available, duty exemptions are provided. These are key areas where investment is needed: poultry and meat production, hydroponics and modern farming, aquaponics, agro-value addition facilities. Ladies and gentlemen, the Maldives is entering a new phase of economic transformation driven by stronger institutions, greater openness, and a clear long-term vision under Vision 2040. Across tourism, infrastructure, digital creativity, renewable energy, fisheries and food security, we are creating meaningful opportunities for strategic partnership and long-term investments. A QR code has been placed on your tables, providing access to further information on doing business in the Maldives and the opportunities highlighted today. The Maldives offers investors not only opportunity, but confidence. We invite you to be a part of this next chapter of growth and transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you to my colleagues for the informative presentations. Distinguished guests, as we draw the official segment of today's program to a close, we reflect on the strong foundation of cooperation between the Maldives and Sri Lanka, and our shared commitment to further strengthening this partnership through trade and investment. We extend our sincere appreciation to His Excellency, Dr. Mohammad Muiz, Honorable Ministers, and all participants for your presence and valuable contributions today. We look forward to the partnerships and opportunities that will emerge from today's engagement. Thank you.